I'm Fred Cunningham, and welcome to First Responder Friday on WSPA+. Every Friday on 7 News, we profile law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMS, 911 operators, and many other professionals in the Carolinas who respond in times of an emergency. Let's meet some of the people who have devoted their lives to service and run towards trouble when the rest of us are trying to get out of the way. Jamie Cajano's father was a fire chief in Cherokee County, so Jamie grew up playing around the fire station.
Very interesting for me. I learned a lot.
It's no surprise he's the man in charge now, and being Gaffney fire chief has been an education.
I've been in the fire service 30-something years. I've seen more in 9 years over here than I have in 30-something years total.
And wait, there's more. Cajano has a Class 3 police certification, and in his spare time, he's a part-time EMT in Spartanburg County.
People laugh at me when I say this. It's actually relaxing for me to go over there because all I got to do is worry about my patient.
A helmet. It's standard gear for any firefighter, but if you're a firefighter in Gaffney, you have to wear lots of different hats.
You go to a larger city, they have their own hazmat team, and that's all those guys do. They have their own technical rescue team. That's all those guys do. You come to Gaffney, you've got to be able to fight fire, do hazmat, do medical first response, do technical rescue, and you got to be able to do it all.
And they do it with a fire department that includes 3 substations and nearly 40 first responders. And if he's not busy enough, Gaffney Fire Chief Jamie Cajano is also the current president of the South Carolina Firefighters Association.
And Taylor Murray is joining us now. She's live from Gaffney with Billy Bishop, Gaffney's fire marshal.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm so thankful for our first responders. Thank you so much, first of all, for all that you do to keep us safe. As you mentioned it, Sabila, I'm here with Billy Bishop. He is fire marshal at Gaffney Fire Department. We were just chatting, and he was kind of telling me the department is a one-man band. Can you talk about that, Billy?
Yeah, we call it an all-hazards fire department. You know, some bigger departments have the luxury of having different divisions for different things, and we are kind of, like you said, a one-man band. We have 43 people on staff. We handle fires, first response, hazardous materials, technical rescue. So pretty much whatever we're dealt with, we handle.
Wow. and you brought this pretty cool vehicle behind me. Talk about this. This isn't the normal fire truck we'd see out on the road, is it?
It's not. This is our brush truck. We use this for grass fires and things like that off-road. So we don't get to use it a lot. I mean, thankfully, but that's what that truck's used for. Is mostly brush fires and things like that.
Peach Fest, obviously it's been happening for a couple days now. It's also kicking off again this weekend with more events. Are you going to have some personnel out at those events to help out?
We do. I mean, some of our shift personnel will be here. I mean, they'll be here just to kind of interact with the people. You know, we're involved in it a lot from the get-go, from inspecting food trucks and making sure everything's safe. So, I mean, all of our guys play parts in different parts of it. So.
Well, thank you so much again for all you do here at 7 News. This is First Responder Friday. We want to honor you and the Gaffney Fire Department. We're going to invite Sonny in, the Sonny from Sonny's Donuts, to present you guys with a gift. Come on in, Sonny. You can hand those over to him.
We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your service here in Cherokee County, especially Gaffney. I really appreciate you, all of them. Thank you.
That's what it's about. Our first responders keeping our business owners and all of us safe. First Responders Friday. We just appreciate you, and thank you so much, Sonny. These are delicious donuts.
We know.
Oh yeah, dig in.
Friday. The job for a police officer is the same no matter how big the city or town where they patrol. In West Pelzer, that adds up to 1 square mile. The population is around 800 people. It's believed to be the smallest police department in Anderson County. There are 3 full-time officers and 5 part-timers with 4 patrol cars to enforce the law in West Pelzer. Here with Scott Stoller now. He is the police chief for West Pelzer. We talked about this is a 1 square mile area that you're responsible for. Tell me about this area and some of the challenges and maybe also the benefits.
Well, challenges were small. Our funding is limited because of our tax base being limited. The advantages or the pluses are much better. We have a small town, big heart. People are out in the street walking all the time, playing in the yards. We pretty much know everyone. If I don't know your name, I know your face. So it's very easy to do our job when we know people and we know what's normal. So I can go walk around or drive around and see people out and know if someone's sick, if someone's away. It just makes our job a lot less challenging.
I know I'm not the first person to ask you, are you sort of like Sheriff Taylor in Mayberry from just that description?
Exactly. I have one more bullet than he does, but that's about it. But yeah, very, very similar in a lot of ways. We have a very close-knit community, and for the most part, a very cooperative and calm community.
Well, Vance Mahaffey is here. He is from Benson Hyundai. He's with us every week. He's got a special presentation.
All right, on behalf of Benson Hyundai and all of the West Pelzer community, we want to thank you for everything you do every day, you and your team also. And we have a small token of our appreciation for what you do. And again, we thank you for everything.
Thank you, Vance.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for the Chief and Vance, that is First Responder Friday. Right now, and joining me now is Malden's Deputy Fire Marshal John Centrone. First of all, tell me a little bit about yourself in that you wanted a career in firefighting in the fire service, and you had to come from New Jersey to Malden to make that happen. Tell us about the transition for you over these 4 years.
That's correct. I moved here from New Jersey in 2015. It's extremely competitive up north to get a career in the fire department. I always wanted to move south, so it was a no-brainer for me. Came on down. I've loved it ever since.
That's terrific. A little earlier, we had the fire chief on here talking about the brand new main fire station that's under construction right now. You've got a new piece of hardware that I know is huge. It's a brand new ladder truck. Tell me what a difference this makes for what you guys are able to do.
So we recently put in service a 100-foot ladder tower. It is the first platform that we had in the city of Malden. Previously we had a straight stick. This gives us the ability to have a lot more versatility, especially with rescue operations. If we have to flow our master streams for large periods of time, the gentlemen can get up in the bucket and they have their own air supply, where previously they'd have to just use the SCBA on their back and come down. So it really gives us a larger versatility, not just with firefighting operations, but with rescue operations as well.
It's not necessarily the height of a building, but sometimes you can't get very close to where the most intense part of a fire is.
That's correct. It gives us a lot more reach and gives us the ability to work over areas that we may not have been previously able to work over before.
Let me ask you very quickly about the fact that it would be 100 feet up. Does it take a certain individual to be able to go up that high if you have a fear of heights?
Not everybody loves to go that high, but we have a special crew of guys that specifically love doing ladder work, and that's the guys we keep on the ladder company.
That's terrific. John Centrone, we appreciate everything that you guys do for the city of Malden, and you've also got a pretty wide coverage area.
That's correct. A lot of people think that we just cover the actual city limits, but we actually have a fire district area within the county of Greenville. So we go all the way down Woodruff Road. So if you see a Malden fire truck and it's not in the city limits, that's why.
That is very, very good. John, thanks for being with us this morning.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. And that is First Responder Friday. As you can see, these stories are just a way for us to say thank you to the men and women who are our local first responders. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, more of the people and stories that make up First Responder Friday. Welcome back to 7 News First Responder Friday right here on WSPA+. We'll continue now with the stories of our brave local first responders and how they serve our communities. Take a look. Zip Trip continues here in Travelers Rest. It's also First Responder Friday, and you know that they are ready for you when they bring the police chief out at this early in the morning. Chief Ben Ford is here from the Travelers Rest Police Department. First of all, thanks for waking up so early.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure, I know, to work in this city. Tell me a little bit about your job and tell me about the interactions you have with your community.
You know, this is a great city. I grew up in this city. I love this city. It's a pleasure to work for this city. I don't see it as work every day. I see it as a pleasure to come to work and serve the citizens. A lot of citizens know me, know my officers. We get to know people on a first name basis, and we enjoy interacting with everyone in the community, trying to make the community as safe as we can.
I think you're doing a great job of it. You mentioned you grew up here, which is so cool that you get to have this job now.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about what you've seen it change, because we were just talking a few minutes ago about how there's sort of like the big businesses that come in, but at the same time, so much charm and individual, businesses on Main Street.
Right. That's been a focus of City Council over the years, to keep that charm and that small town feel. So they've done an excellent job with the businesses that have come in and how the city has grown, but still maintain that charm. When I was in high school here many years ago, there were not many businesses here. So they've really revitalized this city, City Council has, and I give them a lot of credit for that.
That's terrific. Got a couple moments left. Just tell me a little bit about your department. Tell me about the number of personnel you have and the number of people that are out here helping to protect the city.
Absolutely. 33 total employees, 25 sworn officers. We do have 8 reserve police officers. They volunteer their time to come help us. And they volunteer 20 hours a month, each one. So that's great. It's free labor, but they love doing it. They love serving the community too. So we utilize each and every employee to do the best in the community and the best way we can serve. Make this city the safest it can be.
Boy, we feel very safe here this morning. We also feel very welcome, as does everyone who comes to Travelers Rest. Absolutely. Chief Ben Ford with the Travelers Rest Police Department, thanks for being with us.
I enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Great to have you with us. Right now, and joining me now is Malden's Deputy Fire Marshal John Centrone. First of all, tell me a little bit about yourself, in that you wanted a career in firefighting, in the fire service, and you had to come from New Jersey to Malden to make that happen. Tell us about the transition for you over these 4 years.
That's correct. I moved here from New Jersey in 2015. It's extremely competitive up north to get a career in the fire department. I always wanted to move south, so it was a no-brainer for me. Came on down. I've loved it ever since.
That's terrific. A little earlier, we had the fire chief on here talking about the brand new main fire station that's under construction right now. You've got a new piece of hardware that I know is huge. It's a brand new ladder truck. Tell me what a difference this makes for what you guys are able to do.
So we recently put in service a 100-foot ladder tower. It is the first platform that we had in the city of Malden. Previously, we had a straight stick. This gives us the ability to have a lot more versatility, especially with rescue operations. If we have to flow our master streams for large periods of time, the gentlemen can get up in the bucket and they have their own air supply, where previously they'd have to just use the SCBA on their back and come down. So it really gives us a larger versatility, not just with firefighting operations, but with rescue operations as well.
It's not necessarily the height of a building, but sometimes you can't get very close to where the most intense part of a fire is.
That's correct. It gives us a lot more reach and gives us the ability to work over areas that we may not have been previously able to work over before.
Let me ask you very quickly about the fact that it would be 100 feet up. Does it take a certain individual to be able to go up that high if you have a fear of heights?
Not everybody loves to go that high, but we have a special crew of guys that specifically love doing ladder work, and that's the guys we keep on the ladder company.
That's terrific. John Centrone, we appreciate everything that you guys do for the city of Malden, and you've also got a pretty wide coverage area.
That's correct. A lot of people think that we just cover the actual city limits, but we actually have a fire district area within the county of Greenville. So we go all the way down Woodruff Road. So if you see a Malden fire truck and it's not in the city limits, that's why.
There is very, very good. John, thanks for being with us this morning.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. And that is First Responder Friday. When you think about the American Red Cross, you may think of the work they do in major situations like the aftermath of a hurricane. But these dedicated volunteers do most of their work in one spot that's no less of a disaster to people when it happens to them.
Probably 90% of what we do are respond to local disasters. Normally that's going to be things like house fires, but it can also be things like flooding in the community, things of that nature.
In the upstate in 2021, the Red Cross responded to more than 470 disasters. That's more than one each day, to help more than 1,500 people.
Someone who may have had a hard time dealing before the disaster now is overwhelmed. And my role would be to try to help with replacement of prescriptions, eyeglasses, dentures, things of that nature, to try to get them at least their basic immediate health needs met.
And the Red Cross is there, ready to speak with those victims in English and Spanish.
That is such a big relief to some of our clients. I mean, some of the Hispanics in our neighborhoods, have language barriers, and there's nothing worse to be under that amount of stress with that type of disaster and be greeted in their language.
Correa says she volunteers around 25 hours a week, but any help is appreciated. The needs of disaster victims goes beyond money and basic needs. They are facing one of the worst moments of their lives.
We don't know how they're going to be reacting to what they just experienced. They could be still experiencing it. The fire could still be raging in the background, right? And with that is all of their belongings. There could be pets, there could be deaths. We don't know what they've seen yet. We don't know if they're in the room with it. So we want to be so available to them.
There are close to 400 active volunteers, but the Upstate chapter will always welcome more. Well, Vance Mahaffey is here from Benson Hyundai. He's got a very special presentation.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire upstate, we want to thank you and your team for everything y'all do, and we really appreciate it. I have a small token of our appreciation for you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate our community, and please consider volunteering for the Red Cross.
Great advice right there. And that is First Responder Friday. We're going to take a short break from our stories of these amazing heroes. Stick around for more First Responder Friday right here on WSPA+. It's a privilege and an honor to get the opportunity to bring you these stories of our local heroes, those who choose to put their lives on the line or simply choose to be there for us when we need them most. Here are some more stories from our First Responder Fridays. Where it is also First Responder Friday, we're pleased to be joined this morning by Chief Josh Walton from the Tryon Fire Department, a department of, let me see if I have this right, 5 full-time firefighters, about 20 volunteers.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about this community that you serve.
So the community, it is known as the friendliest town in the South, of course. Some wonderful shops, great local main street. We service Lake Lanier as well, which is right outside in the Greenville County. A lot of activities to do, Harmon Field for the kids to play, so many great little things to do in this small town.
That's terrific. And I know that this is a time of the year, 365 days a year, you want to help people stay safe. In the summer, that does present some great opportunities for people to get out, but also some trouble if they're not careful.
Correct. So one thing I'd like to bring up is when you're hiking and you're out in the woods and the trails and the surrounding areas, always stay on the trail. Do not venture off. That's where falls happen. That's where we go in when you're lost and aren't found. So make sure you're on a properly marked trail. We find in the warm months that increases. We're out in the woods looking for people, or they fall in and we have to rescue them.
Yep.
So always be mindful.
And also maybe think about how difficult of a trail you want to take on based on your ability.
Absolutely. Don't hike above your means.
Very good point there. And very quickly about water safety, not only on the lakes, but for pools.
Pool safety, make sure you know how to swim. If there's no lifeguard, make sure you're inside of your parents. Don't be brave and try to jump in the deep end if you're not a comfortable swimmer. On lakes, be mindful of other boaters, wear your life vest, and have fun.
That's terrific. We appreciate what you do. Vance Mahaffey is here from Benson Hyundai. He's here with us every week. He's got a special presentation for you.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire Tryon community, we want to thank you for your service. We have a small token of appreciation for you. And again, thank you for everything you do.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right, for Josh and for Vance, that is First Responder Friday, live from Tryon. Here in Seneca, it's also First Responder Friday. We're joined by Chief Casey Bowling of the Seneca Police Department. First of all, thank you for being here with us this morning. Tell me a little bit about your department and the relationship you have with this really thriving community.
Yes, sir. We have 46 employees in the Seneca Police Department. We have 32 sworn officers who do a phenomenal job. We have 10 dispatchers as well. We just really, Seneca's thriving right now. It's growing tremendously, and we love it. Our mayor, Mayor Alexander, and Scott Mulder, our city administrator, have done nothing but support the police department. And our police department's done a great job in our community, just really serving our community. We still protect it to the best of our ability, but we do a great job of serving, and our officers have just gone above and beyond, doing a great job, and I'm so proud of them.
Part of that service is that you like to work with young people.
We do.
And you were talking earlier about this, that key 12 to 18 age group, which is such a huge transition time in their lives.
That's right. That is huge. It's a pivotal part of your life right there, 12 to 18. Besides our popsicles that we talked about earlier, we also have a mentorship program where officers take young kids under their wings and just, try to mentor them and steer them in the right direction. But also we do, our council member, Ronnie O'Kelly, Mayor Pro Tem, he started Friday night fifth quarters that our police department is very involved in. Mm-hmm. So every football game on Friday night, you'll see our police officers at the dance, having a great time and feeding the kids and having a great time with them. So we're very involved in our youth, and we thoroughly enjoy it.
That's great. That's only just a couple of weeks or so away.
That's
right.
going
to be exciting stuff right there. Well, we appreciate what you do, what the Seneca Police Department does. We want to bring in Vance Mahaffey from Benson Hyundai. He joins us this week, each week I should say. He's got a presentation for you.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire Seneca community, we want to thank what you and your team does each and every day for us. We have a small token of our appreciation.
Well, thank you, sir. Great. Thank you for your support. Appreciate you.
No problem at all.
All right, Chief Bowling and Vance, thank you so much. That is First Responder Friday. Let's Office dive team has a wide range of jobs. There are 6 team members, but they have other full-time duties as deputies. The Greenville County dive team is the only one in South Carolina certified to go to depths of 150 feet. Most have to stop at 100 feet. The team aids 4 other upstate counties and has been called to help law enforcement agencies in North Carolina and Georgia. With Sergeant Mike Decker of the Greenville County Dive Team. First of all, tell me who the 2 gentlemen you have with us.
Oh, absolutely. I've got on the end, I've got Master Deputy Solomon, and then I've got Master Deputy Azera here with me today. He's our diver supervisor, and then Randall's actually one of our newer guys that's really doing well on the team.
When the sheriff's office gets called for the dive team to come out, just give me an idea of the variety of jobs that you have to fill.
Sure. We get called for evidence recovery, obviously body recovery. We'll recover anything from duct tape that was used in a kidnapping to cars, motorcycles, anything that you could think to throw in the water as you're leaving the county over a bridge, we go get. Body recoveries are probably our least favorite thing, but we do quite a bit of that. And we also head out for swiftwater incidents when we have urban flooding or river flooding and there are victims. We supplement what the fire department's doing, and we're a part of Greenville County Emergency Response Team. We go out with them as well to do swiftwater rescue and help with high angle rescue. So we're on the water, under the water, and above the water.
Well, you guys do a tremendous job, and you can be called on at all hours of the day or night, and also all times of the year.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think we probably log more dive calls when it's cold than we do almost any other time. I mean, obviously there's boating accidents in the summer, but people going off the road, sliding into bodies of water and things like that are very prevalent in the winter months.
Well, we want to acknowledge what you do. Vance Mahaffey is here. He's from Benson Hyundai. He's got a presentation.
Hey, on behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire upstate that y'all cover, we thank you and we appreciate everything y'all do for all of us.
You're very welcome.
And
thank you.
Have a small token of our appreciation.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, for Sergeant Decker and Vance, that is First Responder Friday. Those are just some of the people who chose careers with one goal in mind: to help others. You can see new editions of First Responder Friday every week on 7 News in our morning and afternoon newscasts. You can also find all of our previous profiles in the First Responder Friday section of WSPA.com and the 7 News app. And join us here for more episodes of First Responder Friday on WSPA+. I'm Fred Cunningham, and we'll see you next time.